but you broke my heart. I'm going back.
Hi guys, I'm Sam and we're Ghana bound, and today we have two fellow returnees with me and they're going to introduce themselves and then we'll get into your story. How does that feel?
Wonderful.
Excellent. And
My name is Bobette.
Bobette?
Bobette.
Okay,
Yes.
and
Dan.
Dan. Bobette with an accent. Sorry for my UK accent.
It's all good. It's all good. It's French.
It's French.
Yes.
Okay. And French or French Canadian? Where are you guys? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm originally from Congo. I
Okay.
grew up in Belgium. I moved to Canada where I met my husband.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm born and raised in Montreal, Canada. My background is from the Caribbean. My parents are from Barbados.
When did you move?
When was this? October 2021?
Yes, October 2021.
Yes, so a bit over 2 years ago.
Okay. And what was the motivation behind your move?
Wow. You want to tell the story?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of things. Firstly, when we got married, we said within 5 years we want to leave Canada. We just wanted to be somewhere warm, number one, because Montreal winters are very harsh.
Ooh,
Oh,
you have no mercy.
Yes,
heard.
that's for sure. But the good thing about Montreal and growing up there is that we had both extremes. So you have the extreme winter, but then you have a pretty hot summer as well. So you get to live everything. So
Wow.
after living everything, I decided I don't want to do winter. I want to live somewhere where it's warm.
got
So
you.
we had our 5-year plan where we said we were going to leave, but it was a loose plan. We didn't
Okay.
know exactly where we were going to go. We thought about coming to the continent. We thought about going to the Caribbean. We thought about several things. And, we were just kind of living and saving and seeing where things would lead us. Then the pandemic happened.
Right.
And after some of the restrictions that were being imposed on us in Canada, I came home one day and I said, listen, we need to start thinking about where we're going to go. And then some more restrictions came on. And I said, okay, we need to start planning leaving because we just don't let the way things are going. And we were in a place at that time where we had the means and we said, okay, let's start planning and looking for where we're going to go. And within about 3 months, we decided, okay, we're going to go to Ghana. We had some friends here on the ground. We met some different contacts that were able to help us with the transition. And we'd never been here before.
Okay.
And we came.
No visits before?
No visits before.
Visit.
Wow.
We packed
Okay.
all our stuff, we shipped it, and we came.
So obviously you have family on the continent,
In Congo, yes.
in Congo,
Yes.
but you decided for Ghana.
We decided for Ghana, while Congo isn't economically as stable
Okay.
in the moment. So even though his French is really great, he went to school in French and English. For what he's doing as a DJ, it was more interesting that we chose an English-speaking country.
Okay.
So, and then Ghana with the year of return, like everything seemed so good. We had you guys on YouTube promoting the country. We were following you for a while.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a true honor being here, to be honest.
Yes.
All ours.
So it helped. It helped a lot in our decision making.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I would have thought you might have gone for Congo because of the French as well. I know French Canadian and you speak in Congolese French. I know it's an ex-French colony.
Yes.
So, okay. This is really good. And how has Ghana greeted you?
One thing is we came really well prepared.
Okay.
Really well prepared. We did not have the type of issues most people complain about. Like, we got our residency within 6 weeks after applying.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that was really easy peasy. We got good connections. So we did a lot of research. We got a house pretty easily. Nice place. Wonderful landlord. We hear people complaining about
Yeah.
their landlords every week. Not us. So
Truly blessed.
that part has been really great. However, there's been a lot of challenges too. Yes.
And I would add to that is I also think that one of the reasons why our transition here went so smoothly is our part of our reason. I mean, we're both spiritual people,
Right.
and I feel like we were divinely guided and protected through some of the journey. But even with that, you still face certain hardships and certain challenges.
So it's funny that you say you really felt that you were spiritually covered,
Yes.
especially in the first. A lot of people will say it was a calling, and it's hard. It's hard to explain that to someone that hasn't come over, because I mean, we were speaking a little bit off camera. There's plenty of things that could put you off
Yes.
being here. I mean, the roads are even the least of it, but they can be challenging. And it is that calling, that kind of the reason why, your why really is a thing that keeps you here some days.
Yes.
But the freedom, how have you found it?
Oh, it's you can't pay for this. As you mentioned, the roads are terrible. There's a lot of terrible things, but when you outweigh the good against the bad, we have wonderful days. We have way more good days than bad days. So
Fantastic.
for us, I mean, for me personally, it's an upgrade in many ways because of that freedom that you were just talking about. Not just for us, but also for our children. That's why we're here.
Definitely, definitely. For us, the children was a real motivator, and it wasn't a bad move at all in that respect. They've really just blossomed. How have your kids found it?
Well, we moved when the youngest was 1.5, around 18 months, and then our oldest was 4. So they were very small. First thing my oldest said when we got off the plane is, "Where are all the animals?"
Oh, the
Because animals,
okay.
he was into Madagascar and so he
Yeah.
expected
Oh, so
to see
sweet.
Yeah.
animals everywhere,
Looking for giraffes and elephants and lions and
hippos and
Yeah.
all.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that was funny, but they've really done well.
At that age, I think it becomes very normal very quick, right?
Yeah.
and
Wow.
and we did notice that with their progress as children kind of accelerated in those first few months that they were here. I don't know if it was the vitamin D from the sun or what it was. Like when we got here, our youngest wasn't walking yet. Within 2 weeks of him being here, he started walking,
Oh.
and I could just notice the maturity of Malachi, our oldest, just him opening up and his character changing, and so definitely just being here on the soil, getting the sun, the change of environment affected them in a positive way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the next big thing that we always get asked is, how are you keeping yourself here? What business are you into? How's that side of things gone?
Well,
So
go ahead,
for
Mel.
me, I'm a doula. I've been a doula for 9 years. I started in Canada, and upon coming here, I didn't have a clear idea yet of what would work here. But a few weeks after landing, I went to a networking event and I got my first client.
Wow.
And then as soon as she gave birth, word of mouth spread, and I mean it's been amazing ever since. I've had more clients here on the continent that I've had in Canada.
Canada now.
So
Wow.
it's been going really well. I cannot complain at all. And it's I just love helping our people. You know, all women of course, but helping our own people, there's just another level to that. So it's been fantastic.
And seeing yourself, like, seeing other professionals, just black professionals, just excellence. There's black excellence here in Ghana.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
There is a lot
That's
of
for
black
sure.
excellence here, and it's very inspiring. And I really wanted us to expose our children to that, not just the negative images that are always bombarded, but being here and being among that. I know you're one of the wellness women.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and I know the wellness women. There's a serious group.
Yes, so I'm a DJ, audio engineer, and a radio host.
Okay.
And I started off DJing. Actually, again, like I said from before, I think a part of that divine intervention that helped us. 2 weeks after we were here, we organized a meeting to meet with the owner of Palace Africa,
Okay. Yeah.
and he introduced us to somebody else that he was planning an event with. And then it so happens they're talking, and then they get to the part about a DJ, and they're like, "Oh, well, last time the music wasn't good." And then my wife's like, "My husband's a DJ," and I ended up within 2 weeks after being here having my first gig, just off of that. So from there were some challenges though, in terms of I expected to be able to do an online show that I was doing when I was back in Canada, but in the particular area that I live, our internet speed when it comes to the upload speed is not great at all. So I tried to do it a few times and it just wasn't working out. So I mean that's one thing to consider, you know, like things like the internet, for example. It's not always going to be what you expect on the other side. There are places where you can get, you know, lightning fast, but then like for us, unfortunately, I tried several companies and I just wasn't able to get what I needed to do that show. So then, you know, you have to go back to the drawing board and try to figure out, you know, what are different things you can do. And I mean, still till today, I've been fortunate to have some great clients. I've been fortunate to work in some great places, but I'm still finding my way through and building as I go along. But which for me is nothing new, because the way that I purposely chose to follow my career path, I started from nothing and built myself up. So I'm just doing the same thing, you know, as I'm here.
Getting the balance and feel of Ghana.
Yes.
I mean, for both of us, we've been here 3 years. You're 2. I'm told we need 10 before we understand Ghana.
Yes.
So we're getting there.
That too.
Every bite of the apple, we're getting closer, right?
Yes.
So for you, it's been pretty smooth sailing.
Yes, I didn't expect it to go this well. So I'm really
Oh, that is
grateful.
awesome.
Yeah.
And you're into antenatal care, I suppose, right?
Yes.
Any surprises there? How did you find that whole?
Surprises, yes. Like I was expecting women to give birth more a natural way here, but I'm realizing that there's a very high C-section rate here as well. And in hospitals, they're gearing more towards medicated births versus traditional birthing. So that was a little bit of disappointment, but it's been well. When I first started, a lot of doctors didn't know what a doula was at all. So I've been able to integrate myself, explaining what I do, what I don't do, and it's been going really well.
That's fantastic. We're both families. I mean, Yaba's not here today, but we all know we're both families.
We
We've both
miss
got
her. We
children.
miss her.
In the next one, I'm sure.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing for education with the children?
Well, from when we were in Canada, we were homeschooling our children.
Okay.
So we came and continued the same thing here. So we haven't had to actually deal much with any of the school systems or anything like that. We just looked up to see if it was legal to homeschool children here, and it was from our research. So we continued doing that here.
That really gives you a lot of freedom. How are you juggling that with work? I mean, it's the same when you homeschool everywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it easier in this environment? How?
Is it easier? I guess yes, because we do it mainly in the morning, and in the afternoon the children can just go play outside. So in Canada with the winters, clearly you have to keep them busy all day.
That cold is something else.
Well, I mean, they could go outside in the cold too, but
Well, yeah, our children love the snow. That's true.
Really?
Yeah.
My son thinks he likes the snow, but he can't remember the cold. I had a friend from the UK that went over to Canada, and he said, "Sam, I bought a winter jacket in London, and the way the Canada winter disrespected my coat, it didn't have any respect for this winter jacket."
yes.
Is it really that bad, huh?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it goes down to, at an extreme, it could go down to -40.
See,
So-
we're crying about -5 in UK.
Yeah. It goes down to -40. So I mean, it's normal to experience -20, -18, and you know, you go outside and 30, 40 centimeters of snow. So yeah, that's just
I'd
the norm.
move here, faced with that in the
And
winter.
I was born and raised there. You never get used to it. You know, some people will like the winter for the winter activities and different things, skiing and tobogganing and those type of things. But I remember being 5 years old and walking with my mom and thinking to myself, why is the snow that's hitting my face hurting my face? Why is it hurting my face?
I've got you.
And just why am I outside in this right now, you know? So, and that never left me. And that's why I said at the beginning, like, I always wanted to move somewhere warm. After experiencing that winter and being able to live through it, you went through it, you live your day-to-day life through it. But after experiencing that, I'm like, no, I had enough of that.